Welcome to the Deadly Addictions channel. Today, I'm going to be talking about Frankenstein. Oh, I was so excited for this Halloween season, Netflix, and I gotta say, I'm not too happy with it. I'll start off with that, but how do you pronounce his name? Directed by Guillermo del Toro. Obviously based on Mary Shelley, Frankenstein. Oscar Isaac is in it, Jacob Elordi, Mia Goth, Christopher Waltz. Okay, so I hyped myself up for this movie, so maybe it's expectations. I get it. You're gonna do your own twist on Frankenstein. But right off the bat, I just was turned off. I couldn't believe, like, it. I want to just blame it on expectations. I got a feeling people might like this movie, might like the movie, but in a weird position internally in my mind, like, I when I look at my stupid notes that I'll jot down while I'm watching the movie, and there's a lot of fuck yous there. I generally, after I sleep on it or something, I always stay away from other people's reviews and thoughts on the movie. What I do is after I upload my video and I'm done, I'll do a deep dive, let's say, and go, what are other people thinking about this movie? I think you're gonna say good performance here and there, and oh, what an interesting take on Frankenstein, maybe. But for me, here's how I feel about this movie. I got the first 21 minutes and I was annoyed. You want to start off on the ice and do this type of storytelling. Okay, fine. So you get to see what's going on with the creature. It didn't sit well with me. Ice and a fucking big ship stuck in the ice, whatever. Oh, let's show what the monster can do. Okay. Then it's in parts of like the Victor's tale, Victor Frankenstein, and then it breaks down into the monster story. And I was just like, as it's going, I'm going, all right, fuck you with the Victor as a child fucking opening bullshit. Because all you had there was a great actor, was it Charles Dance maybe, and you're looking at the makings of Victor's shitty side or whatever. Okay, they got a shitty father, a wonderful mom, and sorry, but the child actor, that whole fucking setup was terrible, in my opinion. I couldn't get into it at all. This fucking kid walking around and his fucking mom, blah, blah. Okay, mom's pregnant, dies during childbirth. I don't care. It's fucking raining. Can you hear the rain hitting the fucking window? In any case, ooh, perfect rainy. Ooh, this should be good. No, I didn't enjoy this movie. But we've got the death of the mom, the birth of the brother. Gotta have the fucking brother, right? Because you're gonna have the brother and you're gonna have him have a wife, right? Oh, of course. Again, fuck you, fuck you. This whole thing about showing his childhood was just way too much. It could have been a fucking fade in quick thing, or shown by his brother in the future as he's older and in some confrontation. Because it all feels like bullshit to me. You have the brother in there to get the fucking wife, and then we got to do this cutscene, and we got to do this flashback as him as a child, and then we catch up to him, whatever, and there's a little bit of narration. I didn't think it was good. I didn't enjoy it, and it feels like I usually enjoy Oscar Isaac in almost everything he does, even movies that I'm not too fond of. I didn't like him in this. I don't like the fact that you're going to show him with his childhood, but he's such a good actor, and when he does that, when you see him portrayed in this movie as it progresses, it just doesn't start to, it doesn't make sense in your brain. Like, oh, okay, whatever. Maybe let it go here and there. And again, when you have a movie that has some amazing things in it and it comes together at the end, you forget little things and they don't seem to build up and compound on one another. But this movie just kept doing it for me. I don't want to see fucking Victor Frankenstein as a kid. I don't care. You do it for 5 fucking seconds and you move on, or you have it, like I said, you have the confrontation, because this should have just been the monster story. It might have had a little bit of flavor from one thing or another added in, because that's where your I don't know accolades are gonna go to this Jacob Elordi. Again, I'm gonna see this as something I think people like. Of course, it's gonna be liked by people. Not just gonna be obvious, but I wasn't thrilled with everything. And it's points I'm jotting down after my fuck yous. I'm like, what's this music? Why you want to give me a whimsical musical thing? Because I know what you're gonna do. I knew from the beginning this movie is so transparent. I knew exactly why the brother was there and why his wife came, and the bullshit with Victor Frankenstein and his brother's wife was all fucking garbage. I fucking hated it, and it frustratingly bored me to death. Again, this is someone's passion. I know Del Toro's really passionate about it. It's one of his favorites, blah, 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 blah. You spend 20 fucking years or so, 10, getting this thing off the ground, making a dream come true, but I get it. You know, I do my IMDb wiki fucking thing before I start taping. I leave them open so I can remember who the fuck who is who. But again, I don't want to see him as a fucking kid when you have a shitty fucking acting performance all around, except, again, 1 or 2 things here and there. Charles Davis doesn't look like he wants to fucking be there for some fucking reason. Granted, the guy's getting older, or he was always old, it seems. But I don't feel it. And I didn't feel Oscar Isaac in this role either. And when we get this, Charles Waltz comes into the movie, arms dealer, well, like a manufacturer, arms guy, made his money, his fortune. Again, standout actor, what's going on, but it seems like they want to play whimsical music over what should be serious tones, and it's that type of decision making that makes Christoph Waltz's character not enjoyable or believable, even when Victor's, and these are actors you love in certain things, and for the most part you just go, it can't be bad, so and so's in it. Again, it's telling a story in its parts, and it's Victor's tale in the beginning, and when it starts off in the snow, because there's a definite confusing fucking flashback part of this tale. But as the movie starts and you're in the snow and Isaac's gonna get killed, they find him, the people on the boat, they're stuck in the ice. The monster goes to kill him, they get him in the boat. They stop the monster, think they kill it, and he's in the cabin, and right off the bat, you're going, what the fuck is this captain? I don't care that the captain read the script and he knows that there's some deep story between Victor Frankenstein, the doctor, mad creative scientist, and his creation, the monster. Bullshit. It fucking rips people apart, kills them, and up to the fucking end, I'm like, bullshit, fuck you. You can't give these characters the benefit of reading the script and have it play out in the movie. They try to make it up for one guy from the stuck ship in the ice on that crew is like, these are my men, whatever. And the captain's guy is just like insistent about not doing a certain thing at a certain time. And I'm like, just fuck you. And that's added to the confrontation when the flashback, because now he's going to tell his story to the captain. And they go back into his childhood and up to his young days, young scientist getting his ideas off the ground. And again, he's getting expelled from his school. There's some sort of fucking hearing, and he's putting on this show. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, you got this shitty opening with the kid and stuff, which I didn't like. And then you got Oscar Isaac, playing this version of Frankenstein. You can't be, so complicated and silly about it, yet such a deep storyline you're trying to tell. It's a little fascinating but frustrating as I'm watching the movie, because I was bored as fuck through most of this movie. And if I had to put my thumb on it and say right now, yeah, just edit this movie, cut out that whole fucking part about him as a kid. We don't need to see why he becomes a fucking jerk off to his creation, and why he's abusive, and why he's a jerk off to the maximum level, which is so unbelievable. That beginning didn't satisfy when, this idea of who Victor is or was. And then at the fucking end, the big fuck yous underlined like 3 times. I'll get to that, but it didn't work. Nothing felt built upon that was real, except for maybe the monster. But they go too far. The monster learns how to talk and read. He's super intelligent. And I don't give a fuck about the adaptions of things you do and what might have been in a book or this book or The Bride of Frankenstein and so. I'm a big fan of Universal Monsters. I've watched every single one. I even watched that. Remember they were going to do Dark Universe bullshit? When the Universal Monster universe was like, I Frankenstein or something like that. Good actor in that too, but it's like, you're going to make Frankenstein a superhero, then with Tom Cruise with the Mummy. Anyway, I'll watch all different versions, Robert De Niro, anything. And I get it. You can, even if you don't super enjoy it, you find the merits in it. This movie doesn't feel like any merits are earned to me. And it doesn't feel like any plot building and stuff really made me feel immersed in this movie. I don't believe the setting, the acting in the scenes. Now, this is the director thing, because obviously the actors are probably just amazing on most things they do, but it can take a director whose vision and passion is going to push them towards a certain thing. So, we're starting off the beginning of the movie, like I said. You got the action. They're going to put it right up front, which I thought was not a good idea. Although they keep him covered most of it. But you see, he can take damage, beats everybody up, eventually gets plunged into the ice, but, he's unkillable. Victor's telling his story. You got the kid thing, and just bullshit, shitty, fucking everything about that from the beginning. I didn't even find Dance's performance was elevating it at all. Then you got his, young formative years where he comes up with this idea, he gets expelled, he wants to cheat death and, that's his whole thing, which is fine. But it's the portrayal of Victor, and he's putting these nuances in and, what do you want to call idiosyncrasies, and he's got this way about him, and he's determined. So Christoph Waltz says he'll fund him, give him everything he needs, but he's missing something. This whole missing something point should have been the main movie, with it coming from the monsters story, if you wanted to do that. But since you broke it up until Victor's story in the beginning, then it turns into the monster story. It just fucking, my brain just said, stop it. Just fuck you. But of course, he's got to get on his thing, and they put this stupid fucking shit with the brother's wife. The brother's in the fucking movie. It's just dumb. And then his fucking wife, of course, with Victor, is fucking dumb. And you know why she's there from the beginning. You know why the brother's there. You know why that first scene was so fucking drawn out and stupid, in my opinion. And here he is, makes his breakthrough because of fucking bullshit. And these things could be interesting and fun, intriguing, you know. But no, it just doesn't weigh anything. It doesn't have any merit to me and weight. And sure, keep playing your fucking, what you think is a whimsical, period piece tale that blends it. It didn't work for me. As a matter of fact, I think most of the music in here just annoyed me for some reason. Maybe it was, again, just where I think it was put, and the presence of it didn't feel like it emoted what it should have in me. But let's get to the fucking thing, because it's a frustrating movie for me. But Victor has his breakthrough because of Christoph Waltz. And again, I knew what was coming with Christoph Waltz. Not exactly the specific thing, but I knew what was coming. So he's gonna take bodies off the battlefield of a battle and put together his Frankenstein monster. You know, he has his breakthrough with the battery. It just, you know, I get it. Electricity's gonna power this fucking creature, blah 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 blah. But you don't want to put things in like batteries and stuff above the Olympics. It's like, once you start introducing things like that, it just makes you say to yourself, well, if it's not like a regenerating zombie, what is it? You're telling me he has batteries in there? Like, cause I love watching Van Helsing. You know, it's a fun, stupid movie. But in there, it's like a steam machine monster, Frankenstein, and he's got glowing things in him. I don't know what the fuck this was really trying to do, but okay, even if the point is lightning strikes, powers up these batteries, gives him this eternal regenerating life, fine. But Christoph Waltz is dying from syphilis and it's going to be really bad, and you get this somewhat fight like, no, my funding is this project, I want you to put me in. He's like, no, your body, it's throughout all your organs, blah 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 blah. And then he just falls and dies, Christoph Waltz. I was like, you know, what? This is why he was here. This is the only reason he's here. And the bullshit that goes on with the brother's wife, who's Christoph Waltz's niece, is unneeded, fabricated, contrived, whatever you want to call it. It just feels so fucking wrong and forced. To me, you either do a movie, you tell it from the monster's tale where he sees the brother and the wife, and like, because when he gets put into the movie, and then maybe, I don't know, this movie seemed fucking long, boring, frustrating on so many levels that I don't know. You know, we're looking at a 2-hour movie, right? At least. Fucking, what is it? And I'm gonna look. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, well, it's 45 minutes too long for the way you structured it. Maybe this could have been a masterpiece. I don't know. They've got these fucking dialogue that is horrible in this movie. I don't know where it comes from, and I guess, yes, it's your adaptation, it's your vision, do what you want, and, you know, see how it does, who it resonates with. But I'm not sitting there watching this fucking brother's wife with this fucking horrible dialogue about bullshit. And then in the same conversation, Christoph Waltz was like, all right, let's go for a smoke and a walk or whatever the fuck we're doing, so I can leave Victor Frankenstein with his brother's wife to have a debate about war, life, whatever. And it's so fucking bad. I hated it. I can't believe I'm watching this fucking movie. Because after that first scene where they set up the monster on the ice and it does the flashback to the kid, I'm like, fuck you. But these steps get worse for me. Oh, let's introduce this and that. And there's this attraction, bullshit, garbage they're doing. Oscar Isaac, Victor, and his brother's wife, and his brother looking around. Where's my wife? Bullshit. But the brother seems to be the fucking mastermind of really everything because he builds the whole fucking contraption according to Victor's specifics. It just feels wrong because what they do with the brother later is fucking horrible, terrible. They do the same thing with the wife. Bullshit. Oh my God. It's so fucking bad, in my opinion, for me. Again, this might be a movie that might do well and people love it. I just feel it's a waste of fucking 10, 15, 20 years of obviously talented director's wife. And now 2.5 hours of mine. God, I was so hyped. Fucking Frankenstein, Del Toro, Halloween season. You can't go wrong. Anyway, bullshit, girlfriend, fiance, the brother. It's all done. The machine's ready. He has his breakthrough a week before. Deadline, because Christoph Waltz is like, my patience. Oh, your funds are unlimited. But my patience isn't. Yeah, great. All right. So let's put this monster together. Let's have a stupid scene where I'm taking body parts on the battlefield and conversations about this and that. And let's put Christoph Waltz in there for some fucking reason. Like, Christoph Waltz would go to the battlefield to help in any fucking way Victor getting body parts to put his body together. Oh, I need long limbs and scale, it helps. All right. Again, this might have been a good thing to piece together the creation of the monster, but I didn't give a fuck about the kid in the beginning. I don't give a fuck about the obvious bullshit they're throwing in with the brother and the wife and Christoph Waltz. Nothing's really working for me. Even that scene where he's getting expelled and he has that monster, half fucking monster he throws an apple to. I'm like, why? You're really telling me this half-bodied cadaver you rigged up is catching an apple tossed at him, and you want to tout yourself as being, oh, decision making? I thought it was fucking ludicrous. Like, fuck off, just fuck off. And then of course it's blasphemy. Anyway, expelled from school. The brother, the fucking wife. All right, let's get the monster made. There's a fuck up with the diode and the machinery piece because Christoph Waltz is a dick and he wants his essence body put into this monster so he can live and not die. Fine, that's his motivation. Dies. Victor's able to scrabble together everything, I guess. And the monster's made, but it's not alive until Victor goes to sleep and wakes up, and then it is alive. And I wasn't impressed by the creature design. I'm sorry, nor the build. It's not the build of the actor. It's just that you're showing him in the light in this thing, and I'm not impressed. I don't know. In that sense. Like, you can look at Christopher Reeve as Superman, and even though he did put amazing effort into becoming in shape, you can go, okay, a guy from Krypton, well, you know what? He could look like, Snoop Dogg and still be insanely strong and powerful. So, okay, whatever. I just wasn't impressed. I'm not interested in the design too much. And even the ultimate design when he's got fucking hair and furs. Okay, Where's Boris Karloff, Christopher Lee, and many fucking people have played this character. I just wanted a little bit more traditional, You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get this fucking Shakespearean fucking Frankenstein, which fine, okay, it's more adaptive. It's whatever the fuck you want. I don't remember anything about the Mary Shelley book, which I've probably read half a dozen times. But all right, so we got the creation of the monster, and then all he says is Victor. And from the second this thing is created, Victor is a jerk off dick. It's just so obvious bullshit, and it wasn't believable to me. I'm sorry. You know you should have done this? Christopher Isaac's like, oh my God, I got a son, blah, 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 blah. And then the monster kills the child. Well, kills the brother's wife, for fuck's sake. Kill her. Soon, real fast in this movie. And then Victor's like in fucking shock, and he's created a monster and he turns into his father. Whatever. No, Victor is the biggest jerk off. For me, no reason. He's getting pissed off because all the monster will say is Victor. But it was meant the world to him at first, and then he did it to just fucking, to push your buttons, and you're just a tool, and whoa, my God, what fucking nonsense, in my opinion. Trying to teach the creature, teach it this, teach it, and by the way, there's no fucking reason why he, in my opinion, decides to kill the creature. He's trying to teach it to... He's killing it because he won't say more than Victor. It isn't a point in the fucking movie where he pours gasoline everywhere. And he's like, just say one other word. Like something like that. Like, oh. And he does. Because I think it's the first time as he's walking away, he says Rebecca. Yeah, that's the fucking wife's name. I give no fucks. What a fucking terrible decision to do that in this movie. But, Victor's like, oh yeah, you know what? I'll just blow everything up. But you know what I'll do? Here's what I'll do. I'll put the gasoline everywhere, say one more word. He does say one more word, but, he's chained up. What is he going to do? Victor walks out, and as the place is burning, Victor turns around and goes, what do I do? Like, you see this look like, what do I do? Again, fuck you. Fuck you. You turn this fucking eccentric, crazy, mad scientist into a fucking asshole. For no real good reason. And sorry, that opening scene with him as a kid does not justify him being a dickbag. And then to turn around and go, what am I doing? And then the fucking tower, his whole thing destroyed, blows up. It's just bullshit. Now, it gets confusing. Well, for me, it is the addictions channel, right? I'm smoking weed. But when the monster comes back and they say, no, the monster's back, and this is the fucking future now, or current fucking time, in the Arctic ice, on a big, huge freighter boat, ship, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and the monster's back, we see him circling the ice. It's like, fuck, what the fuck is going on? This is a movie's going to be based on this focus here. Then it's this weirdness shit that goes on, and the monster is getting into the ship. I mean, he's already killed 6 people. He wants to tell his side of the story, but it starts with like Victor waking up and he's shaved, and you're like, wait, what's going on? Oh, this is now back in the past, continuing the story of Victor, but now from the Frankenstein's point of view, where the place is blowing up, he's got the chains. But when they did the scene in the cut, it makes you think that the monster got into the ship, the captain let him in, he's saying, let me tell my story, and then it cuts, and you're like, how did Victor get back? Like, what's going on? Was he missing a leg? Was this when that happened? Anyway, I know it's not that super complicated, but like I said, things are compounding on each other. And I'm like, this is a stupid fucking decision. That cut, that scene, whatever. Okay. But now we go back and we're like, okay, the monster's loose. What am I doing? Let's tell the monster's tale. But the brother's still his brother, who's just fucking. The Victor's brother in this movie is just there to set up the fucking one scene. That's it. That's all he does. He's just nonsense in the movie. Oh, my brother's making me build this thing, but he's spending time with my wife. But you know he's just there waiting for his cue to do what he's got to fucking do. Place blows up. The fucking Isaac's like, oh my God, I destroyed my monster. And then at one point, the fucking brother's like, the brother's wife's like, we gotta stop him. Because Victor's like, oh, I'm going to kill my monster creation son. And because of the nonsense bullshit they did with his brother's wife throughout the fucking movie, she realizes, oh no, Victor's going to kill this poor monster. Because guess what? Guess what? It's not the brother, her fiance, she's really in love with. And it's definitely not that bullshit relationship they were trying to do with Victor. No, you start thinking she's in love with the monster. Oh, shit. But no, too late. Boom, explosion, blah, blah, blah. Monster's tail. He's in the cabin with the captain. I'm going to tell, he told his tale. I'm going to tell my, and I'm like, fuck you. I don't give a flying fuck. Well, you know what? Okay. Maybe at one point I go, look, we can't kill this thing. We're just going to piss it off. Let it do what it's got to do. Maybe it won't kill us. Okay. Maybe. But the way they're setting it up is like, no fucking way am I letting this thing in, talking to it. What the fuck is going on? But fine. What really happened? You know, the fucking monster. I don't like the way they did it. I don't like the part one, what was going on here, the monster. And the way this starts, I told you, like, I didn't appreciate it really much with how they were going to decide to do things. So it's also the editing and pacing is just god awful. But I get it. You know, you're doing this passion project. Okay. I want to give it some credit there because I really can't bring up anything I really liked about the movie. Some parts of the monster, fine. Okay. Oh, so the fucking monster finds himself in the woods, finds a family. Oh, the fucking people shoot him. And he's getting the realization, you know what, maybe, I can't really die. Okay. Goes to this farm and he realizes that these are the people who shot him. There's a blind elderly man. Of course there is. And of course this is going to be the relationship that's cemented. He hides on the barn and the gear things, which is bullshit. What the fuck? Like, no, sorry. 6'7". I don't know what the fuck they're making the actor, but they could be making him look tall or whatever. Fucking monster is living in my gears, in my windmill bullshit, and no one knows. He can see through the fucking wall boards and stuff. It's just bullshit. Again, maybe this works in an hour and 50-minute, like movie, an hour and 45 minutes, or an hour and a half. But I could see it working for what you're trying to say. Victor abused him, was a dick. His own creation's father, who was the world to him. Fine. Let's find this family. Let's become the spirit of the forest. So yeah, he does nice things for them. Builds them, gives them wood and whatever. And the old man is teaching him, the family has to go somewhere. Wolves come in and fuck up their sheep and stuff. And this time the monster's narrating shit, and he's like, you know, this monster's obviously really smart. And it's not the monster, which I love, with the fucking Boris Karloff shit. Anyway, you got a family to take care of now. Spirit of the Forest. It's just so unbelievably stupid in my opinion, but I get it. This is where monsters humanity really comes from, because they got to hunt the wolves, send the kid to another family, which leaves the old man, who of course will not leave. Oh my god. So the fucking monster obviously reveals himself. They become friends. I mean, real friends, not the bullshit friends. I mean, these guys are hugging and he's teaching them everything, reading how to read books. He actually says like Ozymandias, that whole fucking quote bullshit. Wants more books to read. Okay, I mean, again, maybe this works in an hour and 50-minute movie where you've got the right pacing, you got the build up, the tension, the right music, and it would just work for me because, again, obviously, Asa Isaacs, Christoph Waltz, and this, I don't know if this guy is new or not, the player guy that played the monster, but I'm sure there's so much fucking talent there. Use Charles Dance for a fucking quick flashback. Like, because he's not really bad. He's like, I don't know. I know he's a dick. And instead of switching his hands and damaging his hands, he's going to need those. He whips him in the face. And oh my God, this makes Victor turn into a fucking jerk off when his creation comes to life and is fucking punking him with the Victor. Anyway, okay, bang, bang, boom. This is how the movie goes. Lots of fuck yous in here. But, so he's with the old man who's his real good friend. And for some reason, Victor doesn't really know who he is. And the word Victor, you must go to the word, the old man says. Okay, so what they didn't show, this is all fucking spoilers. This is what happens when they get frustrated at a fucking movie. What they don't show is the old man tells the monster, go find the word. So the monster's going to go back to where the explosion was and find out about the experiments, right? But what they don't show is as the monster's leaving, he opens the windows, opens the door wide open, whistles for all the wolves to come back, because that's important. They don't show it, but you got to know what happened, right? And again, when these wolves come with the families there, sorry, I don't fucking buy it. I don't care about CGI wolves that much, but it don't bother me, except when you're obviously making them jump on doors. No. You got a pack of fucking wolves who are vicious, medieval wolves, whatever the fuck you want to call them for the time period piece. They're going to slaughter the fucking cattle or whatever the fucking sheep. And as soon as a human does anything, yells, screams to a certain extent, they're going to get spooked. And if they're going to run as soon as one comes out and starts shooting them. No, these things are trying to get in the doors and stuff. You know what? Fuck you. All right? Fuck off. Just fuck you. Because they had to do that to show that in the end or later, no, the monster just left to go find the word Victor and what was going on. And he finds the castle and he figures everything out from these papers that are lying around. Yeah, sure. Fuck you. Yeah, okay. It's one thing that it's the brain, the head is from a serial killer. So the Frankenstein monsters, was he birthed? Is he new? No, he's got these memories, pieces. He finds out he's a fucking pieced together, stitched together thing, and he's way too elegant about it. Whatever. Anyway, he comes back to his really good friend's house, the blind old man, and the wolves are there. Of course they are. You know, they've got the door open, they're mangling, them eating this fucking old man, and the monster comes to help, and he just kills everything as they bulls bite him and savagely tear into them. Oh, great scene, right? Amazing scene. I'm supposed to be impressed at this scene. I don't care. I had way more interest in trying to figure out what a fucking child is by a lake than I ever did in any point in this fucking movie. But he's mad now, ripping wolves to pieces. Didn't one or two get away as he roars. But the old man's not really dead. He's sitting in a chair dead. So, of course, he's got to grab him. You know, he's upset about his best friend. And he's just, you know what? I'm going to prop you up in this chair, old man. And tells him everything. Oh, my monster, I'm a fucking carnival show. I'm pieced together, whatever. But the old blind man says, "You're a good man, my friend." Then he dies. Woohoo! Like, yeah, like this again, you've got these chapter acts in your movie, whatever. You know, we could sit here and debate about the formulaic way, you know, act 1, act 2, act 3, this should happen here, this should happen here. But no, let's be Tarantino, let's mix things up, let's not do linear things, like whatever. It can work, it can't work, it depends. For me, how everything in the end just starts to wrap up, and it starts paying off those things and legitimizing them in your mind, whatever. But this movie doesn't do it for me. The monster wants a companion. What he really figures out he wants. The monster wants a companion. Goes back for the wedding. Because, yeah, remember? The brother. I'm doing the things. The brother, Victor's brother, who was born, he's a younger brother, and the mother died during childbirth, is getting married to this fucking woman. I can't even give her a fucking, I hated the whole portrayal of this fucking woman, right? They're getting married. Victor is, I don't know, he goes to see the wife. She's like, Again, this is from the fucking beginning when they try to do this cutesy thing that they're attracted to each other. They both have this marvelous idea, life, and you know what? It was just fucking bullshit, horrible. And I can't fucking believe they did this, but the monster shows up. Says, "Hey, Victor, you know what? I'm not going to kill the countryside and the whole world, because obviously I can. There's nothing's going to stop me. Make me a companion." And at one point I thought it was going to fade to black and it was going to end. I was going to be like, okay, here we go. You know what? You want to see a continue? You want to see a sequel? Bride of Frankenstein coming up. No. And Victor's still a dick. He's just a shitty fucking cunt of a dick. Gets thrown around like a rag doll. And the whole wedding party, they hear it. They know something's going on. I mean, he's dead. He should be dead like 6 times. You don't get tossed 30 feet through the air, slam into a mirrored wall thing, or, you know, broken. Anyway. And Victor decides, you know what? I'm going to pick up this gun that's lying here on the floor, and I'm obviously going to shoot my brother's wife. Because she comes in, and walks up to the monster, and you're like, get the fuck out of here. Just fuck off. You don't try to create this weird little, character wife who's marrying the brother, but then is interested in the other brother. The mad scientist has these weird notions and debates about pain, life, and blah, 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 blah. And then, oh, it's the monster she's in love with. So Victor shoots her. Obviously, he's like, hey, get out of the way, bitch. I'm going to kill this fucking monster, which you're not going to kill him with a handgun. A bazooka, maybe? A missile? Maybe a couple of cannonballs, one after the other? Like something? Okay. So he's got this fucking handgun. And I don't know, fucking flint. Whatever, we got to stuff it. It was already loaded, or at this time, maybe they make bullets, and who the fuck knows, right? So he shoots her. And okay, this is a big fuck you, because the monster grabs her. She's got this white dress, and you just tell the people were so thrilled with a little bit offset, pouring wine on the dress and letting the redness spread because it's so fucking awesome. He carries her through the wedding procession, people. The monster takes her away. Because now his dead, beautiful, could-be wife, his companion, is getting ready, because this is what's going to happen with the Frankenstein right now. He walks her through the fucking Arctic. No, it's wintertime, but they're still not by the... Anyway, they're at the wedding house. Who knows how long he walks with her? And she's like, in his arms, redness spreading on her dress. He brings her to a cave where she decides to come back to life and talk to him. Fuck you with your, I'm going to be artistic and have this long shot of this fucking monster walking with this bride in his arms, redness spreading, blood from the gunshot, through the whole party, through the hall, through down the steps, out the hall, out the front door, into the snow, who knows how far. And then Victor, the mad scientist, grabs a shotgun, goes to follow him through the snow. The monster gets in the cave, puts her on a rock, and she's alive. Now she's gonna talk. Just fuck you. I know these some movies, but there's a way to do this. Like I did one of my last Halloween podcast was Trick or Treat. It's an anthology film. It's not one of the best things in the world, like Rosebud, whatever the fuck it is, but it's so enjoyable, fun, and good at what it does. I don't think this movie is good at what it does. Don't fucking bring me in this cave with this chick and she's gonna fucking open her mouth and talk. Fuck off. It should have been the grief and turmoil of the monster. You're telling me she was shot in the fucking upstairs bedroom, in Victor's room, because she knew the monster was there, whatever the fuck. He carried her. She's still alive. She's still alive down the steps, out the door. What the fuck? In the snow. And then she starts talking when she's on the rock in the cave. Oh, just fuck off. And again, you're not sure what was going on because I marked it down like this was confusing, like the edit. So where are they really? When is this taking place? Now you're gonna hunt the monster. We're hunting monsters for all over, and he's narrating to the ends of the earth, and there was nothing left but you and me. And you're like, wait, okay, this is where he's found in the beginning of the movie, because he's got to kill the monster now for real, And the monster's like, yeah, fuck you, come get me. Like, what is going on? What's the purpose now? Now the monster's playing hide and seek with you all over the whatever part of the country where you can go from fucking house, party house, to somewhat of a city area, to snow, Arctic farmlands, and now icebergs where ships are stuck in the ice. But gotta have a movie, right? I guess. So here's how it would have ended, right? It's supposed to end. Victor, the monster's just like, you know what? I want to fucking die now. I got no companion. You didn't do what you were going to do, what I wanted to cheat the audience of doing, which is turning my brother's wife into the Bride of Frankenstein. But I will say something because I didn't put a pin on it. The brother who is married, he got his cue earlier because as the monster is going fucking berserk, trying to kill Victor, he throws the brother's head against the fucking thing and it busts open. So as the monster's leaving with the body of the wife to go to the cave, Victor sits with his brother who's dying. And the brother goes, "You're a fucking monster. I've always been afraid of you." Holy shit. This is fucking brother, as a fucking child, when the mother and when the father died, was sent to another family to live. They don't really go into it, but you're like, fucking why? This is why. So they could never have really had a big relationship. Pretend they had a relationship. But the brother's like, yeah, my big bro. I'll help you during your endeavors. I'm successful now. I'll supervise the construction of this whole fucking contraption that brings this animal to life. I'll watch you spend time with my wife, but I'll be this meek little thing. But you know what? You're a fucking monster, and I'm always afraid of you. And then dies. And I'm like, fuck you. This is not earned. This is not built upon. Like, building upon why Victor is a fucking asshat to his own creation, to legitimize that was the flashback beginning when he's a kid and the father's a jerk off, the mother's loving, and he stitches his fucking hands in his face or whatever. What a dick Charles Dance is. What a monster he really was. But the baby's born, the mother dies, but the baby, when the father dies, the baby's got to be sent away. That's his little brother. And the brother's just like, you know what, you're a monster. I've always been afraid of you. And then dies. But we're back in the Arctic. You know, he's trying what he can. The monster's like, you know, I wish I could fucking die. And he's like, oh, you think this will kill me? It's this huge stick of dynamite. It looks like a pipe bomb. It's way fucking bigger and thicker than what you would see like a movie dynamite to be, you know, where they throw him and shit. All right. Or like The Thing when he throws the dynamite. So the monster goes, okay, here's what we'll do. I'm going to take this thing, light it. Yeah, that's right. Light it. And you're going to run. If I survive this, I'm coming for you again. Like, okay. All right. Now, when is this taking place? Is this after the boat? Because he's talking to the captain about his story, and Oscar Isaac is on his back in a bad state since they found him. But okay, so this is before, because the dynamite goes off. And, you know, okay, if you're going to make a dynamite blast that big and he survives it, you cannot have him standing in the same spot. You want to have him narrate how he felt his burned skin and his bones resetting and fine. But he has to be 100 feet from where he was, a foot in a piece of ice snow, like some cartoon. But you don't stand there. He's not 9,000 pounds. He's not rooted to the earth by some fucking superhero magnetic power. No, he's on the ice holding a fucking pipe bomb dynamite stick. So much explosive power that Oscar Isaac is clearly far enough away. The camera shows he's running. He got anybody who has a stick of dynamite, a normal stick of dynamite like the Thing, you know, when he throws that at the monster, or most movie dynamite, you know, the Western days. This is huge, though, I'll give it that. But he's clearly out of the fucking way. And when the explosion goes off, he's thrown off his feet. You gotta have these cinematic scenes, right? But when the underlying bullshit, the threads that weave everything together are just fucking bullshit, I don't buy it. And the monster's alive. Oh, no. So we're in the fucking cabin at the end of the movie. The captain's sitting there like, hey, you know, this is an interesting story you've told. I heard Victor's side. I heard your side. You know, let's settle down, guys. I'm interested to see where this goes. And as Victor's lying there, he's like, I'm sorry, my son. Say my name when it meant the world to you. Again, on my notes, just fuck you. Just fuck you. Fuck you so hard. I just fucking, you can't do this to me. And again, won't be surprised if people are like, oh my God, it's another Nosferatu. That remake, I fucking hated it. Boring bullshit. You give him a mustache. It looks so stupid. Not only did I not like this character creation and the growth of his arc, where you made him super smart, but at the end of the movie, you fucking destroy you. There's no legitimacy to any fucking thing that Victor says, and it just has no weight. It means nothing, and it's supposed to be really fucking important in the movie. No, it just fucking sucked. Son, dad, I love you, whatever the fuck they're doing, live. If you can't die, then live. Oh, holy shit. Because there's a part earlier where he tells Victor, I want a companion. The monster's like, I want a companion. Make another like me. Victor's like, what? So you want to have babies? You want to procreate? No. My creation, my son, go live in caves and eat shit off the ground. What does he think Victor's gonna do? Go get a job somewhere? I mean, what would the monster gonna do? Go get a job? Because that would be fucking awesome. He's just a deformed guy. He's just a little tall. I mean, what? I guess if it's this day and age, you could say he was hit by a mortar bomb and he was saved. Because he's got hair now. He looks hot, I guess, right? Oh, hot actor playing Frankenstein. So why not just go get a job? Get a job. That's the exclamation point on this fucking movie. Because he's got to do something that Victor did earlier. Because Victor dies. Why you let Victor die in this movie? I don't know. Because it just felt like you obviously have this insane vision of the Frankenstein mythology and what you wanted to do with it. I thought you would have kept him alive. So you got me. Expectations so subverted. But the monster sees the sunrise and he remembers when they don't show it, but you know it because it's a fucking movie. He sees the sun and the warmth, and he remembers when Victor first showed him the sun, because everything is new to the monster at one point, but it's not really new to the monster, right? It's not. It's new to his awakening, but he's going to realize what he is, that he has memories of pieces So are they insinuating that he has the memory of his right arm and his like left leg? Because that's how they presented it. But okay, so we have fuck you characters set up explicitly for obvious fuck you moments in this movie, and I thought it was terrible and amateurish, which is a shame to say about Del Toro, but it just felt that way. Fuck you, brother, his fuck you wife, fuck you, uncle, fuck you, monster, fuck you, mad scientist, because it wasn't a compelling fucking ride. It was like, this is stupid, fuck you, this is stupid, obvious garbage, fuck you. But then they'll actually really accentuate those points when the brother's dying. He's like, you're a monster, I'm scared of you. And the wife is not in love with the brother or Victor. Not their little romance they had, if you want to call it that. No, she loves the monster. Because she was found by him. Like it's so stupid. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Holy shit. Anyway, that's really it. I don't know what the fuck happened with this movie. I guess I see the same thing with the Nosferatu remake, but anyway, I am not a fan of this movie. I don't even have many good things to say about it. I wasn't super impressed with the cinematography or the pacing. Oh, actually, I really didn't like the pacing. Even you went with a certain storytelling act. And then the monster, maybe the best part of this movie in that sense. But they give him too many fuck you moments in that way. But that's really it. Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro, Oscar Isaac, Christoph Waltz. I think Charles Dance is in there. Not for me. I'm sorry. I was really hyped. I was excited. I did have huge expectations. I was in the mood. It didn't work for me. On almost every level, it just didn't work for me. And that's it. I don't know what more to say, but too many fuck you moments. It's just, and again, I talk about this, like I'll underline something, and more and more I underline it. Like if I was using a pen, I definitely would have ripped through the fucking paper. But it's too much in this movie. I mean, you want to do it to me in like, some remake and one god awful Predator movie. They're doing the RoboCop remake. I know it's a while ago, but it's something you want to see. It's like, oh, Del Toro's doing Frankenstein. Oh my God, what are we going to get out of this? Same thing with Nosferatu, which I didn't like. I don't like this either. But there you go. Happy Halloween, happy holidays. Thanksgiving's coming up. Then we know what's coming after that. My best to you and yours. Take care.